Hi, this is DOSBox Mom, and welcome back to Let's Play Tunnels and Trolls. We kept wandering through the maze in the first section of Khazan's tomb. We finally found a door that doesn't teleport, although you can't see anything now. We are in the area where we need to use one of the items that we picked up on our travels so far. You find yourself in an odd-shaped room and knee-deep in bones. Long bones, finger bones, skulls, and ribs of every race you can think of are represented here. This is a literal catacomb with niches filled with moldering bodies everywhere. Okay, so we've been having Arwen cast cat eyes periodically. We're now at 05. Okay, let's save the game just in case I mess up this next bit. And we need to find some place to use the crystal skull. Let's see who's got it. Crystal skull. Okay, she's got the crystal skull. It goes in one of these two alcoves, either this one to our north or this one to our west. Cannot be equipped. Okay. Okay. When you stand before the niche, you sense your crystal skull's eyes light up. Perhaps you wish to place a skull in this niche. Do you do it? Well, let's see if this is right. Respectfully, you set the crystal niche down, the crystal skull down in the niche. Slowly begins to glow a dark ruby hue that swiftly burns brighter and brighter. The heckish light is accompanied by a rising shriek, a veritable banshee screech that threatens to destroy your mind. With a gale force howl, the skull flies from the niche and ricochets around the room. It's a wonder it doesn't shatter. Let's try recovering from the save just before we tried that. And we'll try the other niche. Okay. Let's try placing the crystal skull in this niche. Respectfully, you set the crystal skull in the western niche, and a sparkling blue light geysers from its eye sockets. I think... The voices whisper soft and distant. Does this mean I am? The blue fireworks continue to fill the room for many minutes. Then just when your eyes can hardly bear any more, they stop. Nothing has changed, but the skull is gone. Okay. And... yeah. Okay, so no, we're now on level 2. So we're in a room that looks exactly the same as the one we were in, but we're now on level 2 instead of level 1. So we go this way. Okay. Oh. Ah, see that lava up ahead? Ahead is a volcanic red glow. The heat blasting down the corridor is tremendous. K9. Okay, we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 spaces north. The floor of this room is magma, boiling hotter and more liquid than anything you've seen before. The room itself seems to burn white hot, and you wonder that the walls themselves don't melt. Touching the wall closest to you, you find it's cool. Deep magic is at work here. Dimly visible through the heat waves rising off the magma, a crystalline spear rests on a pedestal chest high, to a normal human anyway, on the opposite wall. Got 2, 3, 4 spaces to go. And then we'll be directly across from where we need to put the next object. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to turn this way. And let's see who's got the Heart of Fire. Yeah, we need to get the Heart of Fire to a female character. Alright. Why don't we give maybe the Vampire Javelin to Magnus. Then Magnus, you give the Heart of Fire to Sinead. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Okay, then Sinead's equipped the Heart of Fire. And we're going to save that. Now, she's wearing Firewalker boots, which will hopefully protect her from the fire. Yeah, make sure, very sure you have a female in your party. Give her the Heart of Fire. Make sure you have your Firewalkers on. Cross the lava flow. Have the female character place the Heart of Fire inside the crystalline spear. The room should then cool down enough for everyone to walk on. A stately salamander elemental rises on a shimmer of heat before you. Its eyes lick flame and it studies you with lordly disdain. Do you attack? No. A stately salamander elemental. No, we don't attack. You step onto the platform before the crystal spear. Up close, you can now see that it might better be called a vase, for there is a small hole no bigger than a man's fist at the top. The crystal is as delicate as a soap bubble. At first, what you see, you believe is only a reflection of the fires in this room. Then you realize it is not. At the center of the spear is a faint pulsing light of blood red. Are you trying to break the crystal, touch the crystal, or do nothing? Let's try touching. Let's have Sinead touch it since she has the Heart of Fire. Your Heart of Fire begins to shine. Perhaps you can take it from the hole in the crystal. Do you want to do so? Sinead's hand doesn't fit through the opening. In fact, it almost seems as if the opening narrowed as you approached with the heart in hand. She is female, right? And her charisma's been cursed. Okay, let's try giving the Heart of Fire to Arwen. She can't use it. Well, we'll try it with Sinead again. You slip your hand through the opening, and the Heart of Fire hangs in the center of the globe. The colors of the beautiful fire opal begin to throb, first faintly, then more strongly. You feel a warm, glowing sensation in your own heart just looking at it. The voice you have heard before speaks distantly and distractedly. "My heart is my own again," it says. "But alas, all is joyless." Now, I wonder why it didn't work the first time, but it did work the second time. That seems strange. And now, the room's fire seems to be dying down, slowly but surely. Do you want to wait here while it cools? Yeah, I think so. How many turns are you going to wait? Maybe 4 turns? Okay, now. Wait for the room to cool. Go through the south door. Okay, we're going to go 2 spaces west from where we are now and then due south. And hopefully the room's cooled off enough. Okay. A blast of icy air sweeps over you, as bitter as a gale off a glacier. We've got a Snow Ape. And we need to kill the Snow Ape. Okay, and we can't use missile weapons here. The ape collapses, and the swirling ice storm slows and stops. With unnatural swiftness, the ice and snow melt, revealing bare, wet earth. Where the ape fell, there is no corpse, only a tiny plant you recognize as a snowdrop. There is a momentary disorientation before you can move, and when you look around, you see a vast garden. Or what would be a garden if anything were growing here. The air is flat, stale, and still. Nothing is growing, though many small plants poke their heads above the soil before dying. It looks like a field in the dead of winter. You see nearby a small ghostly figure bending over a row of sere black leaves. Now, who's got the bag of winds? Bag of winds. Okay, let's... Okay. Let's talk to the ghost. The figure is that of a handsome middle-aged man with long hair. When his ghost turns toward you, you can see he is blind, without eyes. Are all the plants here dead? He asks wistfully. Looking around, that seems to be the case. Do you answer him, all dead? Yes, we do. I, though blind, may see better than thee, frowns the ghost, but perhaps I have not sought every place? Perhaps. He wanders aimlessly away, peering blindly at the ground, and fades out like smoke in the wind. Do you pour water on the ground, pour poison on the ground, or do nothing? Well, let's pour some water on the ground first. The thirsty soil soaks in the moisture, but there's no sign the plants are reviving. Even so, a faint breeze touches your face. Looking around for the place it comes from, you see the ghost has returned. Okay, let's have Yoda use the bag of winds. When you open the bag, a voice suddenly asks you, storm or calm? Oh, let's try calm. And we'll do a calm wind again. West wind blew. And let's do another calm wind. Another west wind. Let's go around and try using the bag of winds on each square. Now we're just going to keep using the bag of winds till something happens. Okay, we keep getting a west wind. Ah. Well, there's that ghost again. The ghost looks toward the source of the wind, shakes his head sadly, and fades away. So the ghost does keep moving around. Oh, stands with his face raised as if to the rising sun. The new growth waits, I feel it! You see tears forming below his empty sockets like tears. But there's no promise of spring in the air. He lifts his twisted hands into the stale air, shaking them in anger. The east wind brings the promise of spring. And in this tomb, this exile's vault, no sweet wind can enter to kiss the soul to life. He weeps and does not fade away. Do you want to call wind by using the bag of winds? Yes. Which do you call? You're calm. The west breeze blows hot and dry, tossing a few dead leaves in your face. You're disconcerted when you're nearly swept off your feet by the wind. The wind of late summer will harm the new growth before it sprouts, shouts the old man. Send it away. The elemental breeze is angered at the words and blows more violently. So now we have to fight an air elemental. Oh, great. How do we fight an air elemental? I am not sure. It worked. I didn't think it would. Do you want to call wind by using the bag of winds? Sure. Do a calm wind. The southern breeze languidly searches among the dead plants and into the corners of the room. It's a gentle breeze, but without vigor. In the staleness of the room, it dies out without protest. Do you want to call wind by using the bag of winds? Let's call a calm wind. The eastern breeze smells of grass, flowers, and the promise of new life. It rushes about the garden, and wherever it passes, a flush of greenery follows. The ghost laughs with joy, his long locks flying over his shoulders as the wind grows in strength. In moments you can no longer keep on your feet. The wind lifts you up into the hall in a dance of joy and renewal. You sense the wind listening as it whirls, carrying you out of control. What do you say to the wind? Causeway? The wind sets you down gently. You find yourself standing at the heart of what looks like an open, rolling plain. The turf at your feet is thick with lush grasses, and the waters have become misty and unreal. A diffuse, warm sunlight shines overhead, and there's a powerful smell like that of a great herd of wild animals. And if that reminds you of a herd that we've run into in the past, you're probably right. We'll find out what that herd's like in the next episode, so see you then.